Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Soarah, and you know I don't know how to speak. I'm not very good at giving intros. Intros just is not my thing because I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to say, or am I just like an amateur or something? But anyways, if you're a rose, if you're already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Hey boo, how you doing? If you're new to my video, if you're new to my channel, hello, welcome in. Make yourself at home, get comfy. Your tea, get your coffee, whatever. Because I want to sit down and I want to talk to y'all. And today I just want to talk about like relationships and dating. Oh my God, relationships and dating. Here we go. And I promise I'm not another podcaster. I promise. But I did want to like point out some things that I think are really important to know in the dating scene. Now, I am a little bit of an introvert. I ain't gonna lie. I be at home where it's safe, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? There's food here. And you know, I do be inside. I do keep to myself. I do like my peace and my serenity. However, though, I do like to go out, you know, and enjoy my time, meet new people, and just kind of like explore the city and everything like that. Now, if you're familiar with my YouTube shorts, I do post some things every now and then on there. You know, just kind of like vlogging and stuff, like what I'm doing in the day. And so, I think that with the dating scene, it's just like, okay, something needs to be done here. We got to do something as a collective. I don't know what it is, but the women ain't liking the men and the men ain't liking the women. And it's just like, oh, we're better, and blah, blah, blah. And people taking cheap shots just to get a one-up, you know. City girls down, city boys up. What? Like, what is that? City girls always gonna be up. Nah. Let me stop. So basically the topic of the night is top 5 dating tips. Top 5 dating tips for 2024, okay? We need to get it right. We need to do some things a little bit differently this year, I feel like. Because I feel like the past like few years have been really rough in the dating scene. I feel like for a majority of us, hearts have gotten broken, honey. Hearts have gotten broken. Relationships were in shambles. There's divorces and it's a whole lot. I don't know what's going on with the planets, but it's something going on. So hopefully we can just like improve this year in the dating scene and along with self-love, because self-love and self-care definitely goes a long way. And without that, it's kind of like you don't even really know what to look for, or maybe you're just not going to be looking for the right things because you don't even know like what makes you happy. So definitely want to talk about that, how to balance the two between the dating life and you know, just kind of like being alone and spending time by yourself. Okay, so the first tip that I want to make is to be open. You want to be open. And when I say be open, I really mean be open to literally all the possibilities, to who they might be and who they might not be, you know? And I wrote it down, hold on. And you just want to be expressive. You want to be expressive. You want to be authentic. You want to be who you are from day one. Like, you don't want to sugarcoat anything. You don't want to hide yourself. And you definitely don't want to push away your past. Your past is what makes you who you are. And, you know, obviously without that, you wouldn't be shaped into the person who you are today. So it's really important to not want to hide the past from whoever you are wanting to date or are interested in. And you know what I'm saying, just kind of like be honest, you know. And that kind of goes into my next point. I'll get a little bit more deeper into that, but basically I wrote this as the first tip because I feel like it's important to go into something new, like the dating world and stuff, with an open mind, with brand new eyes. And you want to see, like, you don't want to just see potential, but you also want to see their potential. You want to kind of see what you get. You know what I'm saying? Just be open, talk to people, be expressive, just be yourself. And the right people will flock to you. You'll know right off the bat if someone ain't meant for you. You go, no, you're gonna get that vibe, and you're just not. It's gonna give you the ick. You're not gonna be messing with it. So, it's just important to kind of like just go into things open-minded and positive. It's important to keep a positive, healthy mindset. Now, you don't have to be fully healed to be dating or anything like that. But if, let's say you just got out of a long-term relationship, maybe that other person did too, you kind of just want to be mindful of, what you're seeing, like what you're getting and how the connection feels from day one, from the start. And with you being open, hopefully that will inspire the other person to also be open about who they are and what they want. And you guys can discuss from the start, from the beginning, what you guys want, what your goals are, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, just stuff like that. I feel like that's really good to get out of the way really early on, like in the talking stage or whatever, because it's like a lot of people be hiding ish. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't know. You'll never really know, but it's just important to get out the way for real. You want to be on the same page from day one, not after like a week or 2 weeks or a whole month, and then you're just now figuring out like dude was married, or you know what I'm saying, like just something crazy like that. So it's just really important to be your authentic self and make sure that the other person is doing the same. If you get like a funky feeling like this person might be hiding something, then I would just trust that. And thank you. Next, hit a Ariana Grande. The second tip that I have is to be honest and communicate. And it kind of ties into what I was just saying just a second ago about like just being kind of like authentic and truthful and stuff like that. You really just kind of want to like talk about your goals and your hobbies. Do you guys even like the same things? Like, do you guys have the same interests? You know what I'm saying? Dating is a lot more than sex. Like, dating is more than just if it feels good, dating should be really about the connection. How is the connection? Like, is there a connection? How strong is it? It's like you gotta think about it like Wi-Fi almost. Like, you don't want to be traveling somewhere and doing the most and blah 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 blah, and then like the Wi-Fi never works, or like you connect to Wi-Fi, like say the person is Wi-Fi, right? And you go to this hotspot, you see the Wi-Fi, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna connect, blah 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 blah, and then you thinking it's gonna be all the bars, because right before you connected, all of the bars show, and then all of a sudden when you get connected, it's like it goes to like 1 or 2 bars. You know what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense, but you want to make sure that it's reliable and it's working. Like, how's their mental? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do on your free time? Do you meditate? Do you have healthy coping mechanisms? And this doesn't have to be all like in the first day and like kind of like bombarding them with 50 questions and stuff. But like I said, it should be early on, when you guys are like just first meeting or first talking or whatever like that. I think those are really good key points to get out of the way, because it avoids confusion later on. Okay, so the third tip The third tip is to give it time. Give it time. I feel like when people start talking to somebody, it's like automatically they just want to rush things. Slow your roll. You don't gotta rush. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if the feeling's mutual and y'all both feeling it like that, then go for it. But I feel like a lot of people just get impatient. Like, take texting, for example. Let's say you're really interested in somebody and you thinking they interested in you too, right? Just on the same level. And let's say you're texting back all quick, you're just at home, bored, chilling, whatever, and they respond back late. Let's say you watching an episode, a whole nother 2-3 episodes go by before they text you. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Let it go. Let it go. You ain't gotta sit there and double text, triple, and quadruple text a motherfucker and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do that over here. Now, maybe double texting. Nah. Like, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not the best texter. And it's only because I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm saying this, because no one's ever really that busy. We're all on our phones. We're going to be on our phones looking at our screen at some point of the day. You know what I'm saying? We all get the same 24 hours. So it really just depends on what you want to spend your time on. And a lot of the times I just be so busy that sometimes I don't see it, or, I just don't even get a chance, or like I'll mentally respond. And then I check later and I'm like, a whole week has passed and I'm like, oh shit, like I thought I responded already. So, when you're talking to people, when you're getting to know people and stuff like that, it's best to just take it slow, take it easy, just be patient and wait for them to respond. You never really know, like how people are. And this kind of goes into my next point that I'm going to mention, but just to dabble it in a little bit, time helps with a lot of things. It's important to give people time. You never know what people are going through. There's a lot of changes and shifts that people are constantly could be going through, and maybe they just don't want to talk about it. They don't feel comfortable or whatever. It's pretty important to allow. It's pretty important to allow yourself that time and space, and allow the other person their own time and space to get themselves together so that they can come back to you better, or you can get yourself together so that you can come back to that person better. And also with time comes clarity, comes truth. You know what they say, you know what the saying is. You know what the saying is. What's hidden, what's in the dark will always come to light. The truth will always come to light. And that's just something that everybody has to understand. And for the liars out there, I feel really bad, because like you're gonna get caught up. Like there's no point. You might as just well be honest and tell the truth, And if you're talking to somebody and you just kind of get these feelings where they're not they're not telling you the truth or whatever, give it some time. Don't even trip. Give it some time, because the truth always gonna be revealed. I'm telling you, the truth is always gonna be revealed. So, time is really important, especially when you're talking to people. Take it easy, take it slow. Unless you guys are at that point already where you're damn near ready for marriage, I say take off then. But if it's not that, if you just single, you know what I'm saying, you ready to mingle, you doing your own thing, well, ain't nothing but a chicken wing then. Ain't nothing. You can give yourself time and give them time, and just time in general. Time is so important. And we put so much time into other people, places, and things that we don't put enough time into ourselves. So it's important to remember to give yourself time, your own time, and not just be out here chasing something, you know? Okay, so the fourth tip that I want to talk about is to maintain having strong boundaries. You want to maintain your boundaries, and if they're strong, keep them strong. Period. All right, if you're going to stand on business, you stand 10 toes down. For real. Take it from me. I know it can get lonely out here. It can get really, really lonely, especially when you go into the top. Yeah, it can get lonely. So, it's important not to put all of your eggs in one basket. It's like when you've been alone for so long and then you finally meet someone who kind of somewhat piques your interest and you're like, oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one I want. This is the one I want to date. Maybe not marry, but you want to date them, you want to check them out and stuff like that. The whole time they're not even the one that you should be dating. Person might come with a whole bunch of red flags that you don't even know yet. You need at least a week. At least a week of hanging out and then you might see it. But having strong boundaries will save you from a lot of failed flings, I guess. Flings come and go anyways. That's the whole point of the name. But if you want to have more success in your relationships, platonic and romantic relationships, then it's really important to let people know, like, yo, this is my line right here, this is my boundary and I cannot have you cross this. And you'll know the right time in the situation to bring up those type of things. It just depends on the situation, like I said, or maybe the conversation, but you can bring it up right away or you can wait. It could be like even them saying something to you. It might not be disrespectful, but the way they say it might be snarky or something like that. It might make you feel some type of way. Then you have absolutely every right to say something like, and that kind of goes into the communication part where it's like communicating is very important. And just, kind of express how you feel, say how you feel, and hopefully they would be mature enough to respect your decision and your emotions. And if they don't, then you need to decide what you need to do for yourself and your future. And personally, I'm not too much of the fan of a one night stand and stuff like that. So personally, I would always wait for the adult activities, you know what I'm saying? Kind of get to know the person. Kind of get to know the person first. Kind of like have those conversations from the first few tips that I gave from earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like at the end of the day, you really got to think about it. Like, why am I giving this person my body? Why am I sharing my body with this person? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do for me? And not even just like, what did they do for me? But it's like, what are they adding to the table? What are they bringing me in my life? Are they bringing peace? Are they bringing serenity? Are they bringing joy? Are they, you know what I'm saying? Teaching me something? Are they expanding my knowledge? Are they taking me out to explore the world? Or you know what I'm saying? Are they doing any of that? Because if not, then why? Why? Are they paying my bills? Are they paying my bills? Because if they ain't paying my bills, I don't know what to tell you. And it's not like I judge anybody. We're all humans. I think we all had our fair share. And if not, If not, you probably will one day. Just be safe. But yeah, no, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, I think that it's important. It's important. All of these points that I'm making, I feel like are important, and is definitely it can be a skill. It can be turned into a skill. Knowing how to date, knowing the routes, the language, the body movements, how to seduce, how to know when you're being seduced. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know how to play the game. The game is what they call it. Yeah, it's definitely a journey in itself, to be honest. And it's something that you gotta, like, just be cautious and aware and honest and open and, you know what I'm saying, understanding and mindful, and overall be smart. You know what I'm saying? You got to be smart about your moves. And you don't got to move too quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm really an advocate for living your life. YOLO. Nah, but yeah, I just feel like just time is important. Time is of the essence. And I think that we have these quotes for a reason, honey. No need to rush anything. It's good to get to know people, but there's definitely no need to rush. I think that time in dating matters. It really does. Too many people are too busy, too quick to want to move into something. You know what I'm saying? And it gives like people a sense of entitlement. And it's like, okay, well, now you feel used because you done shared your body, but you chose that though. You chose that though. I got my Panera. It's some like sweet green tea from Panera or something like that. It's really good though. It's one of my favorites. Okay, if you know it, comment down below. Comment the little teacup if you've had it before. That's cute. But yeah. Time is important. And if you find somebody that you really like, give it some time and let it marinate. For real. Okay, y'all, so here is the 5th tip, and I'm so sorry. I know I'm like in a whole different outfit, hair change and everything. And yeah, it's a whole new day, and I just got way too tired and had to record it a different day. So here we are, and let's finish this up. Okay, so the 5th tip is going out on adventures. Basically talk each other's love language. And I'm just looking at like all these little notes that I wrote. But yeah, so basically you guys just want to connect, talk each other's love language. I'm personally the type of person who loves to go out on adventures and do things. Anything, brunch, mimosas, lunch, spa, roller coasters, amusement parks, literally anything. Like, I'm down for whatever. Like, I still want to go bungee jumping, to be honest. But that is something that's my love language, so I would love to do stuff like that with whoever I'm talking to or dating. But it's important to know what you like to do in your love language so that you guys can kind of work together and see if you guys even like doing the same things. And going on adventures doesn't mean you're always spending money either. I definitely believe in dating in your tax bracket. But the money is a whole different story. Like, that's a whole different conversation that I don't want to get too much into. But I truly believe that if you're the type of person that likes to do things outside and they are also, then it's really important to make sure that you guys are also on the same page as far as finances. That's it. Like, I don't want to like get too much into it, but make sure that you guys are on the same page as far as finances as well, especially if you like to go out and do stuff. Now, for the people who don't, going on a little adventures could just mean literally going to Redbox and getting a little movie for $1 or $2, like going to the grocery store, getting some snacks for home, chilling, cooking, just doing stuff like that. And you can also mix it up too. Like, you don't have to do one or the other all the time. But yeah, like I just feel like just spending time with each other, spending quality time, and I do believe that it is important to also go out too. You don't want to like just be in the house all the time, like never doing anything. It can get really boring and stagnant, so it's important to kind of like balance the two out. But yeah, guys, that's like my dating tips and stuff like that. I hate to finish the video off in a whole different outfit, like. I really liked my last outfit, but nonetheless, here we are. I'm here for the tips. I'm here to help y'all out, and you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like give tips and whatever, It's not easy out here. It's not easy out here, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta find what you like, be on the same page, and that's it. And if you're not, like, if you're not on the same page from day one, then it just needs to be cut off. Like, personally, that's my opinion, there's a lot of my opinions in this because I'm just going off of what I know and my experiences and what I would do differently. And like I said earlier, it's important to know how to not get played. Like, you gotta know how to play the game too. So yeah, yeah, thanks for visiting my channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. If y'all liked it, please subscribe, share it to y'all friends, y'all family. Subscribe to the channel, become a rose, you know what I'm saying? Become so sweet and, part of the community and stuff. I would love to have you. Write any comments down below on things that you would do, or any tips that you would give out for people looking for tips. But yeah, see you next time, roses. Bye.